How you doing, John?
Stefan, how do you do, sir?
Yeah, really good. Big fan of the show, so I'm pleased to speak to you today. I'm
Thank
going to
you.
ask. I'm going to start by asking. I mean, in season one, Coop's kind of newness to the kind of world of crime made him kind of extra cautious, but he's now a bit of an old hand in this game. Did you think that's given you some sort of scope in the second season to explore potential kind of complacency in his kind of actions?
Yes, and certainly with complacency comes the danger of being too complacent, which is when you get in trouble. So I think that that's a built-in kind of raiser of the stakes here in season two. And also, it's about kind of, well, where do you go from here, and what is the next level? If in fact he is, as he says in the first episode, leveling up, then what does that look like, and how does that represent itself with more exposure to certain criminal elements that are not maybe as forgiving as you would want them to be.
Yeah, I mean, one of the most exciting things about a new season of any show really is the kind of introduction of new characters. So I wanted to ask about Owen Ashley, obviously played by the great and very funny James Marsden. It sounds like he comes in and just kind of fucks everything up a bit.
Well, he's a disruptive force, that's for sure, and he is this kind of Gatsby-esque mystery man who has clearly quite a lot of skeletons in his closet, but also quite a lot of dollars in his bank account. So it is that classic conundrum of how do you manage this person who is seemingly unmanageable. And for Coop, it represents an opportunity and a tremendous obstacle as well. So yeah, it's a great character. James is amazing in it, and we're very lucky to get him given his incredibly busy schedule. But yeah, he did a great job. He killed it.
And I mean, the scripts are so good too. I remember even literally as early as the first scene in season one when you're at the bar, I was like, it was like these words were just kind of written for Jon Hamm to say. I mean, they felt so aligned to your kind of sensibilities as an actor. I mean, that's me saying that from an outside perspective. Are you now able to kind of recognize when you read a script, when something just feels like this will just fit in my voice? When you read those episodes, was it an instance of going, yeah, this is right in my wheelhouse?
This one in particular, because in fact it was written for me. I mean, Jonathan and I spoke about this project some time ago before we started shooting it, obviously, and he definitely had my sensibility in mind when he wrote it. So there was that. But even back, I could go back to Mad Men and understanding that certain scenes and certain words and certain phrases and situations kind of fit very, very well with my sensibility and my style. And Don Draper was certainly one of those as well. So I've been very fortunate to work with some amazing writers over the course of my career, whether it's Matthew Weiner or Jonathan Tropper, Noah Hawley, Taylor Sheridan, fill in the blank. They've all been able to find a hook in my personality, and radically different characters, obviously, as well. But something about my particular style, I think, inspired them to write some pretty cool characters, and this is a great example of it.
And Jonathan has called this season a kind of deeper exploration of mortality. And I'm just wondering, I mean, our characters they're in these kind of existential kind of moments where they're kind of contemplating their lives and the kind of passing of time. And I'm a recent dad, and suddenly that's something that's risen to the surface in my mind. I've got this kind of little son, and I'm already living in the future thinking, gosh, he's going to grow up and leave house one day. It's kind of terrifying. I mean, are you quite good at being quite philosophical with what kind of life has to throw at us and the kind of various stages we enter? Because I'm open to advice. So.
Well, I wish I could dispense with some advice. I don't know if I have any, but I do think that you're bang on with the idea of Coop kind of confronting this serious sense of mortality. It's not just his life and his children who are growing up and leaving the house and leaving the nest and becoming more independent and all of the things that entails, but it's his own family. It's his parents and his sister and everybody in his life kind of growing up or growing old or dying or approaching that moment of inflection, certainly, and making decisions about how to move forward or move on. And those are big decisions to kind of have to deal with, existential decisions, as you say. And I think that that adds a certain layer of poignancy to the storytelling as well, especially when it's juxtaposed with the ridiculous consumerism that we highlight on the show as well.
Yeah, there's a lot of kind of serious aspects to this, but also it's just really, really good fun. So I can't wait to finish the season. Thank you so much for speaking to me today, John, and good luck with the release of the show.
Cheers, mate. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye. Cheers.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys.
Hey, you guys!
Hey, you guys.
Hey, that's what they all say.
Hey, you guys.
Hey, you guys!